Hey guys, the Super Review Show for another episode of Why You Should Listen To. This is the show where I break down artists that have really low Spotify streaming numbers, or their just music is just that good. You should definitely check out this artist, no matter what, this band, whatever. Here I am today talking about the kings of punk themselves, the Ramones. Now, some of you are probably saying, "Oh, I've heard of the Ramones. You know, Blitzkrieg Bop, Sheena is a punk rocker, Rockaway Beach, New York City stuff." Totally. Or do you remember Rock and Roll Radio? Come on. This is a band that lasted from the mid 70s to up until 1996, truly, because they were part of the hardcore punks, not hardcore, but punk rock scene in the 70s, and then they slowly turned into like the new wave band over the course of the early 80s and whatnot. And then their last album was 1996. Joey Ramone died a little while shortly afterwards. That's pretty much the gist of them. But I want to just get into the reason why you should listen to the Ramones. Now, given that it's March right now, and there's really not much going on, we're in kind of a weird phase here where it's like in the U.S., where at least where I am, it's like going to snow every other day, and it's not going to snow every other day. The Ramones, to me, scream summertime. I don't know why they always just have like songs like Rockaway Beach or Sheena's a Punk Rocker. It just screams like you're outside by your pool, or you're at the beach itself, and you're just having a good time. I love that about the Ramones so much. And if you go on Spotify, their numbers are not that high, and I'm surprised at that. Outside of like a couple of key songs like Blitzkrieg Bop, it's like, let's go. The moment you hear that, you're into it. The moment you hear that the opening chords to that song, you're like, all right, I'm in. It's the truth. And they were part of what. This is a whole separate conversation, but like they're part of like the New York punk scene, like the New York Dolls, the New York Dolls. I can't think of the rest of them off the top of my head, but like the Dead Boys is another one. They were one part of the larger New York City punk rock scene. But they are just awesome. I love the Ramones. They're some of my earliest memories of music as well. I mean, I don't listen to them as much as I listen to other artists, but whenever it's summertime, I crank up the Ramones and I party, man. They are fast. They are not hard rock, but they're fast driving rock and roll, garage rock type of thing. And like Green Day sounds like a more pop punk version of the Ramones, if you will. Like if you know Green Day, if you know Fall Out Boy, if you know some of Weezer, like the Blue Album, this is kind of where they got like their gist from the night. Because Green Day exploded with Dookie in the 1990s. I know I'm getting off on a tangent for a second. Just bear with me. Green Day's Dookie is a pop punk record. The Ramones is pure punk. I'm not saying Green Day is not punk. They are clearly punk for sure. They are truly some of the best out there to do it ever. I just think the Ramones are more like the signature take. Like when you think of punk rock, typically you think of the Ramones. Still to this day, there's a reason why Old Navy has their T-shirts. There's a reason why other websites have T-shirts, or other stores have the Ramones as one of their bands that they display on like Hot Topic, whatever. They actually have the Ramones still up there. So they're a band that really, really are just truly, if you want fun music, and I don't mean fun like fun pop music like today, like don't get me wrong, I love Dua Lipa. That sounds crazy to say, right? But I do enjoy a lot of Dua Lipa. I do enjoy a lot of Katy Perry, Taylor Swift. But if you want fun rock and roll, punk rock is the way to go. And the earlier stuff, like the stuff off of like Rocket to Russia or Road to Ruin. These are great albums. I don't have any with me. I'm working on getting more for my vinyl collection so I can play more rock and roll, play more Ramones over on my turntable over there sooner than later. But yeah, if you're looking for an artist or a band that has fun rock and roll, fun punk rock, and that is just hard drive, not hard rock like metal or pop or hard punk, but like not like The Offspring, not like Metallica, not like, Megadeth. If you're looking for a band that's going to bring more fun to your summer this year, check out the Ramones. I mean, everyone knows Blitzkrieg Bop. I say the song Blitzkrieg Bop. That's the name of the song, but it's really good. It's like, the Blitzkrieg Bop. I'm not getting monetized at all because of that, but that's okay. I do this for free. Besides the point, though. The Ramones are one of the best bands of all time, and on Spotify they don't get any light. It's actually kind of sad how they don't get much light on there. But anyways, basically For those reasons and more, that's why I think you should listen to the Ramones. It's fun music. It's very hard. They were part of the new wave scene in the early '80s for a little bit there. They really did break out well with their songs like Blitzkrieg Bach, of course. I Want to Be Sedated, one of my favorite Ramones songs as well. Do you remember Rock and Roll Radio? Let's go. They are some of the best. Or She's the One. There's so many great punk rock songs by the Ramones that are just purely awesome and just all around a great band. If you've never heard of them, I hope I'm exposing you to them, truthfully, because they really are a really awesome band, and I think you should check them out. But for those reasons and more, I think that's why you should listen to the Ramones. What do you think? Are you a punk rock fan out there? Do you like the Ramones out there? Do you know who I'm talking about? Jump down in the comment section. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Hit the bell for notifications, like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share this video as well. But for all of your episodes of why you should listen to, keep it locked on the Super Review Show. The J-Man is off to rock. See you guys later.